Tony McCoy rides possibly his #1 hope, Valera Mix at 10-1. Rooster Booster at 10-1, Richard Johnson. Copeland, another pipe runner, Visor, Barry Fenton at 16s. At 12s, Milligan and Brian Crowley claiming 3. Graham Lee rides the favourite, Dibia Times, 7-2. Seisho Branco at 7s, Norman Williamson. The Blink at Eastwell Hall and Dean Gallagher at 33-1. At 20s, Deep Water and Dominic Ellsworth claiming £5. Claiming 3 is Tom Scudamore. Miss Farah at 25s, Lalondier at 12s, Warren Marston. Last year's winner Magic Combination, Tony Dobbin at 14-1 this time. Flagship Colm at 25-1, Vince Slattery. David O'Meara claiming 5, rides Ferrers at 33-1, Romero at 28s and Timmy Murphy. One Nation, the future chasing prospect, 14-1, Jim Cullity. Bat Swing at 7s and David Casey, who won on Magic Combination 12 months ago. Eyeballs Out and Paul Flynn at 28-1. At 40s, Jamaican Flight and Tony Ross. John Kavanagh on Mythak at 22s. Ibal at 14-1. Ben Hitchcott claiming a £5 as allowance, the amateur on Ibal. Jasser and Adrian Maguire at 25s. At 40s, Jagger and Carl Llewellyn, and it's Colin Bolger claiming 7 on 66-1 outsider Galopino. Very strong favourite here, 3-1 from 5s. Seisho Branco at 7s. Bat Swing at 8-1, 11-1 Valera Mix, Rooster Booster, 12s Lalondier, and 14s Milligan and Magic Combination. As they come out onto the track, One Nation at 14s, Copeland and Ibal at 16s and 25s. And amongst the leaders early on, Jamaican Flight in the blue jacket, the red headgear Eastwell Hall, Jaguar over on the far side, and then out wide, red sleeve jacket Jasser. So 3 of the front runners right up with the pace early on as they run towards the first, and it's Jaguar taking hold, running a bit keen from Eastwell Hall and Jamaican Flight as they landed over it from Jasser in 4th. Chased in the hoops here, there's a fall at the first. Bat Swing has been brought down. Mythak has virtually unseated the rider, Mythak, and Eyeballs Out was the one that caused the carnage, was the first one to fall. Bat Swing's rider up on his feet. We'll keep you posted of Eyeballs Out's jockey. Meanwhile, Jaguar led them over the second. From Eastwell Hall, Jamaican Flight and Jasser, the 4 leaders have skipped clear. Eyeball chases in 5th. Then another gap to Galopino and Dibia Times and Deep Water on the outside. One Nation up the rail from Seisho Branco and Flagship Colm. Then Ferrers and Rooster Booster and Lalondier back in the pack, then to Milligan together with Copeland. Magic Combination towards the rear, Valera Mix. Romero's off in a front runner. Miss Farah and Mythak, who has really stopped at that first flight, is the back marker by some way. Looking down to the landing side of that first flight, Bat Swing's rider David Casey on his feet, but still waiting for Paul Flynn to rise after his fall from Eyeballs Out. There's Paul on the deck. Well, he's moving as they run towards the back straight, and it's Jaguar on the inside of Jamaican Flight, 2 or 3 lengths to Eastwell Hall, then Jasser in 4, 5 is Ibal. There's a gap of 6 or 7 lengths to Deep Water from Seisho Branco and Galopino, and then Dibia Times on the outside in the midfield, the favourite. Rooster Booster next from One Nation and Milligan and Lalondier from Ferrers. Up the inside, Magic Combination, then well down is Valera Mix still, together with Copeland, Miss Farah, Flagship Colm, Mythak and Romero are tailing off. They head towards the next flight, number 3, the first in the back, and it's Jaguar that's going to lead them over it from Jamaican Flight in 2nd. Ibal, a bold jump in 3rd. Together then with Eastwell Hall and Deep Waters, we check the SPs. Dibia Times went off the 100-30 favourite for this Sunderland's Imperial Cup. At the next flight, number 4, Jamaican Flight, a good jump there. Took him just to the lead from Jaguar, with Eastwell Hall in the red headgear nearest to us. The hoop sleeves is Ibal, the grey Rooster Booster travelling strongly. Deep Water, the red and white jacket. Seisho Branco, dark cap over on the inside. Then Dibia Times, sheepskin noseband towards the extreme right. As they landed over there, wasn't too fluent there, Dibia Times. As now they approach the turn out of the back straight, and Ibal has come through to take over from Jamaican Flight. Rooster Booster has been knocking on the door this season in the big handicaps. The yellow jacket, the grey going well. Dibia Times moves into 4th place. Then Valera Mix, who's come through the grey and a yellow jacket. Seisho Branco cutting every corner as they swing right-handed out of the back straight. And it's Ibal in front then from Rooster Booster, chased in 3rd by Eastwell Hall and Dibia Times as they make the final turn, and Ibal in front from Rooster Booster. Dibia Times now being asked the question in the green jacket. Valera Mix is next, then Seisho Branco on the inside. Copeland has run on from the rear, Deep Water over on the far side, and then Milligan under pressure next. They've got 2 flights left to go, and it's Ibal in front and the amateur Ben Hitchcott, and the leader's going well. Rooster Booster now trying to bridge the gap in second, then Valeramex under the McCoy drive in third place. They've kicked away from Copeland. Dibia Times look beat as they run towards 2 out. Ibal lands with a 2 or 3 length lead over Rooster Booster. Then Valeramex, Seixo Branco just goes into 4th ahead of Copeland. One Nation staying on from the rear, but it's the lightly weighted Ibal with the claiming rider Ben Hitchcott aboard. He's going to take some pegging back. Here's the final flight. Ibal, he meets it well, clear over Valeramex, challenging for second with Rooster Booster. One Nation is back in 4th place, racing up the hill. It's Ibal in front for the Dina Smith stable, which had a lot of success back in the 70s, back in the winners' enclosure. Ibal wins the Sunderlands Imperial Cup. In second, Valeramex, then Rooster Booster in third. It's tight for 4th with One Nation and Seixo Branco battling out for that money. Then came Milligan and Deep Water and Copeland. Back to Magic Combination and Jamaican Flight and Flagship Colm, Lalondier and Jasseur. Romero and Galopino back to Ferrers. And then amongst the stragglers were Mythak and Jaguar and Eastwell Hall and Miss Faro. The winner, Ibal, at 16-1 here in the hands of Ben Hitchcott in the colours of Tony Hayward and Barry Fulton, and trained by Dina Smith, who some years ago had some good hurdlers, the likes of Janus and the Triumph Hurdle winner Shiny Copper. She's back in the big time after a long break.
The 4th horse, they sent off favourite, that Dibia Times. I could